Okay, I think is that focusing? There we go. They are 2022 model, absolutely brand new. I know it's 2023. This has not touched the water yet. Okay, let's come out. And I'm going to confess to one of the biggest rookie mistakes of all time. Carburetor clogged up. I've not even put it in the water yet, except this tank. Yeah, so I've left it in there, did a few tests, got excited when I got it, used it, forgot all about it. I knew it was in there, came along periodically, fired up. Oh, it sounds lovely. Oh, I love my engine. Went to rev it, and won't even hardly tick over now. It's awful. So, bloody hell. So I've got to strip this down. I'm not too bothered about stripping it. It's just thought, you stupid person. There you go. Anyway, so this is going to be a strip down and hopefully repair of my Suzuki DF6 2022 model by a stupid mistake by not checking it. And I should have took it out of the water. I left it in the tank as well, just because I was so chuffed that I actually managed to buy one. It cost me a few bob. And I thought, oh yeah, great, brand new engine for a change. Take it on the sea, not worry about it, starts beautifully, and now it won't even run properly because of a rookie mistake. I have got some new fuel additive, which I'll be using in future, which stops the crystallization or whatever it is happens to the fuel when it's left and goes stale. And that's it. This is my next updated video. As soon as I start taking it apart. So, by the look of it, it's very similar to my Mercury. I've got a few engines I've been playing with, and they're all on YouTube, on my channel, if you'd like to check them out. So you've got 3 usual standard tank holders. They can come undone. That should lift your tank up. Whether you want to remove the tank altogether, it's entirely up to you. Let's have a look. You might get away with it. You might get away with it. Depends. Just put it to one side. Should be okay. And then take off your main, is that your fuel line going in? That looks like that one there. You've got a couple of clips, so you'll need some split pliers or just a pair of long nose pliers just to put on the bottom of that. Take that off. This part here, just click it with your thumb or your nail. That should, there we go, clip off, and that'll then pop that off. That's your choke. And then once the tank's off, we have underneath here 2 cables, which are your throttle, return, by the look of it, yeah, returning. So that's pretty straightforward as well. And then it'll just be, what is that here? 2 bolts going through, which hold your cable holder and your air filter. And that's not even got a clip on it. That's fine. And that's where we're up to so far. Let's crack on. First thing first, put the fuel off. $10mm. You can use a socket. This is just for video purposes. There we go. Three bolts, all the same length. Right, okay, there's a tap this side, which is, it should line up with, when you push it back in, it'll line up with a rod which goes down. I can show you that later when we put it back together. That should be okay. So, there we go. And that's it, we're up to the carb now. So next we've got an 8mm socket on a T-bar. Just undo them, just be careful. There we go. It looks like they all come out in one. Pretty standard. I'm going to take this back one first, because I'll tell you what that does. I think it releases the cables. Let me just show you. I should be doing it on a workbench really, not over a bin, but it's not going to go anywhere. Make sure there's no washers. Right, slowly. Okay, so that's one out, and then this looks like it lifts off, like so, about there. And then these two cables, they just slide forward, so you can't really go wrong, like so. And that stays like that. And then if we undo this side of the carb, there's nothing there, and I think there's just a couple of gaskets, so we'll keep an eye on that. Mind you, I'm going to do the fuel line now, bear with me, that's got to come off first, doesn't it? We can probably do it afterwards, to make life easier. Don't let it go out all the way yet, because you'll need to catch that. This is what is annoying, brand new. Stupid mistake. I'm not quite there yet. That's it. Okay, so gasket. So remember which way round it goes, so I'm going to put it like that. So we're going to have that on the right. Okay. And then the air filter just pops off. Quite straightforward. Just relax that down there. And there we go. Okay. Next. Might need a pair of pliers for that. Yeah, that's on pretty tight. Pretty straightforward. That seemed quite tight. That's it. Once you got it to move a little bit. Yeah. And we've still got the fuel on. So we need to turn that off. There we go. So we've got to remember now, that's round the opposite way when you put it back in the hole. Actually, I could do that now. There we go. So I'm going to turn that the way now that it's off. So I know now when I put it back together, it lines up perfect. Alright, and that's the carb. And we're going to strip this down a little and have a look if there's any gunk in it. So 10mm on the bowl, shall I say. I'm going to lose him. I'm going to put him in my pocket. See this? Can you see any sludge? Look at that. See the sludge in the bottom? Alright. Not bad. Now we'll have a look at that jet. You probably can't see that. I'm going to have a look at that now. Okay, I was going to try and get you a good shot. It was virtually blocked the jet hole, but I can't show you that anyway though. Yeah. So what I used was a little needle, a tiny little needle. Well, there you go. That's clear now, you can see that. You couldn't see through that before, well, only just. So a little needle, give it a good clean. I'll clean the rest of the carb and we'll put it back together and see what happens. Yes. P.S. Use the right screwdriver for them because they will break off. Where are we? Them. They will snap. So make sure you've got a good fitting screwdriver. Just tapped it as well. Got the main. Where are we? This is the main body out. Is it the jet shaft? What are you going to call it? Or the main jets? Got them out. Give them a clean. Look really great. Nice and clean. And that goes back in with the long shaft. Where are we? Facing down. Can you see this? I'm trying to get you all in so you can see this. So like that, okay? Not the short bit, the long bit. There we go. Good fitting screwdriver. Make sure you put the main jet all the way back down to the shaft so it locks at the bottom. Okay, don't go mad, that's it, that's it. Make sure you clean the bowl properly. Put it back on the same way you took it off the carb. So we took it off like that, so I'm going to put it so that it fits like that. Fuel line on. So we're just going to in reverse actually now. What if we took off and put back on again? So fuel line on, like so. Then we're going to put the gasket on, that way round. And we're going to use probably the far bolt, one of the bolts. And we're going to line up first. Right, you got to put the air filter on. So a far bolt, through like so. I'm trying to do this without blocking your view, guys. Okay, so like that. Like so. And then just no cross threads, put him in nicely. Definitely no cross threads, okay. Right, goes like that. Second bolt all the way through. Oh, missed it, but once the bolt's through it doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm trying not to get my arms in the way. Ah, there we go. Like I said, don't cross thread it. Right. Okay, I know what you're thinking. He hasn't put that thing back on. Yeah, I know. I just want to tighten this up for now. Just bitey, just a little bit, just so it's got it, and that lines it all up. That'll line that up as well, the air filter. Right. And then it'll be a lot easier that way. Okay. And what we do then, put that like that. Bring this on there. The little lines, I'm just looking at those little lines on that, that's why I'm putting them back like as I found them. There we go. Make sure the gasket lines up next door. Perfect. Okay, just tweak them up gently. Nice and tight. Not too much, don't go mad. Okay, and then we're going to put this one on. Like so. Bring him round. Clip him on. Check this. Brilliant. Okay. Okay, it's always triple check. Yes, they're in. Yes, they're in. Can't come out. Can't come out. Yes, it's in. Can't come out. Yes, it's in. Clips on. The last thing you want to do is go to sea and you end up being stranded. You don't want that, okay? Done, done, done. Air filters on. All done. Now for the tank. Back on again. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, remember to tap this side, it should line up. So you've got a little thing here. Yeah, that's it. Spot on. That fits in. You can't go wrong here. This tap. Oh, hold on. I'm not in properly yet. Right, hold on. There we go. That's him. He clips in. Okay. Make sure he's clipped in. Then your 3 bolts. Line them up. That's it. Make sure everything's fine, tight. And screw down. Okay, just triple check. Make sure they're all tight. Right, time to fire up and see what happens. New one. Open. It's not going to fire first time, I don't expect it to. It might even give me a kickback. Let's see what happens. Start, there's a little thing, you make sure you don't choke on the handle. If not, we're going to have to give this a proper bath. Might be fun, isn't it? That's a lot of pulls. She's missing a bit. Maybe it needs a full strip and a clean. Let me see. Better. Alright, that seems to solve the problem. If you like the vid, give it a thumbs up and a like, that would be great, and I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget, turn your fuel off and let it drain. Thank God for that. Take care.